Hi Leo, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for the final week of December 2021. I hope you guys have had a good Christmas and are having a good week. I do want to take just a quick second to remind everyone that this is a general reading and it may not resonate with everyone. If you find that that is the situation for you, I encourage you to check your other signs and placements, see if those readings may resonate better. Keep in mind that in a general reading, the energies can reverse or flip-flop. And also, if you would like a personal reading, the information is in the box beneath this video. All right, so let's get started, Leo. Spirit, can I have the energy of Leo? Leo. A little bit much. Let's try that again. Energy of Leo. Okay. Leo, you start out with the Palace of Cups. So feeling a bit emotional. We have the Four of Wands in the reverse, and we have the Knight of Cups in the reverse along with the Ten of Wands. Okay, so Leo, it's a little bit of difficult energy, I'm not gonna lie. With the Four of Wands in the reverse, there appears to be either a breakup or a lack of follow through for a connection here. It's so in the upright, it's a commitment, it's a marriage or a commitment, or even moving in together. It's like it's a celebration because things are moving into a more committed connection. In the reverse, it's the opposite of that, which is why we have this emotional, you're in an emotional place. With the Knight of Cups in the reverse, there is an offer that either was not received or was rejected, and it's caused you to feel very burdened, very upset. So I feel like there's this air of perhaps rejection, or perhaps things just didn't go through in the way that you had hoped they would. So let's see who you're connecting with. Who is Leo connecting with? Okay, so we have the Knight of Swords. We have the Nine of Coins in the reverse. And we have the Three of Coins in the reverse. Okay, so it looks like there may have been some truth that came out here about someone who perhaps was not single. So either they weren't single or they weren't willing to go into this connection. There's for some there could be some codependency as well that's present. So, but I do feel like there, with the Knight of Swords, there was some kind of truth that was spoken. It may have been spoken very sharply. It could have even been an argument that occurred. Sometimes the Knight of Swords can be an argument. But I feel like there was a clash, okay? It left you feeling very emotional. The person you're connected with here, they're either not single and you found this out, they admitted it, there was truth that came out about this, or this person is not wanting to, they may not be wanting to commit here. With the Three of Coins in the reverse, there is not a solid foundation here. This person is not cooperative with regard to this connection. Okay? They're not being very cooperative. They're not helping to lay that solid foundation that you guys can build on. So that's where we see either a sense of rejection or not bringing that offer forward. Let's look at the energy of the connection. King of Cups in the reverse. You might be dealing with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. But with the King of Cups in the reverse, both parties are now strongly holding back emotions, not really offering emotions at this time. Let's see what's directly affecting this connection. Eight of Swords in the reverse. So freeing oneself. Somebody here is freeing themselves from possibly from this connection, possibly freeing themselves from the concern and worry of this connection. Let's see the outcome at the end of the week. Deciding not to worry about it and stress about it any longer. Ace of Coins in the reverse. Okay, so now this outcome could be a couple of things, all right? It could be that there's a loss, experiencing a loss. It could also be quite the reverse. It could be that there's a beginning that's trying to come in and it's on delay. So we'll clarify this to see. We'll clarify to make sure, okay? Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. We have the Page of Coins. All right, so bottom of the deck, Page of Coins, indicating that, you know, the underlying issue or the underlying energy here has to do with some kind of a tangible offer. So, you know, an offer that is either desired, wanted, or has been put out there. But it's all about an offer of some sort. So let's see what we have. Spirit, why is the Palace of Cups here for Leo? Why is the Palace of Cups here for Leo? Okay, King of Swords. You might be dealing with an air sign. Yeah, I see strong air sign actually. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But there's a feeling here of kind of being taken for granted. Somebody being a little bit cold, a little bit distant, whereas you're feeling very emotional. I feel like the person you're connected with is kind of being more distant, more cold, more, I don't know if cold is the right word, but they're more distant. They're not as affectionate as you are, Leo. And I do feel that you may be feeling a bit taken for granted here. Now, this person could work in a legal field. They could work in perhaps teaching or somehow involved with courts or legal. You know, they don't have to, of course, but I'm just saying it could be in those areas. Will say, though, that there's a feeling that you may feel that all the energy that you have given this person has just been overlooked. It's been taken for granted. And that's not a good feeling. And it's put you in the feels. It's put you in your emotions. And I don't blame you. Why is the Four of Wands here in reverse? Because that's just not a good feeling, you know, to really put yourself out there and then have the other person just not reciprocate and not even acknowledge. So I get that. All right, we have the Seven of Coins and we have the Eight of Wands. So you're being patient here. I do see that you're patient. You're being very patient about communication. For some, there's something to do with travel as well. But I see that you've been patient about this either becoming a more committed connection, and I think you've communicated that. You've discussed that. For some, there's a move that might be required for one party or the other, and you've been very patient about both. You've invested a lot into this connection. So I do think that there's going to be, you're going to be communicating with this person about how much you've invested. I think you're going to communicate about how patient you've been. It's going to be back and forth communication, but I see the patience, I see the investment, but I also see that you're feeling that it has not been appreciated. All right, so let's look at the bottom energy. It's not a good feeling to be unappreciated. Nobody likes that. All right, we have the World in reverse. We have Judgment. And we have the Two of Wands reversed. Now that's another travel card too. So for some of you, you may live at a distance from this person. And if you do, I feel like not being able to close that distance or not being able to travel is going to be a problem. That's not for everybody, but for those that are at a distance. So I do see that you are still holding on to the connection, even though it hasn't, the offer that you wanted either hasn't come through, or if you're the one giving the offer, it hasn't been accepted. I see you still holding on to the connection. But it's difficult. It's problematic for you because there's this feeling of not being chosen, or not this person not moving in the direction that making the decision towards you. But I do think that it's not over. You're still holding on to the connection. And the truth is that you would like to reconcile. You want to still connect with this person. I do feel like you still want a reconciliation. Now, let's look at this person's energy. Why is the Knight of Swords here? Why is the Knight of Swords here? Okay, we have the Ten of Swords reversed, and we have the Ace of Wands. Okay, well they're wanting to put the past behind them. So they're going to communicate. I do feel like with the Ace of Wands, there might be a truth that came out here too, though. So for some, there's been an infidelity, which caused a painful past, a past ending. A painful past ending is what I heard. Okay, so for some, there's been a painful past ending related to an infidelity. Somebody wasn't faithful. But it was in the past. It's over. Interesting. Okay, didn't see that coming. That's not for everybody, but for others, what I'm seeing is that the person you are connecting with, I do feel like they are wanting to put the past behind them and have a new beginning. And there will be communication with regard to that. Let's see why the Nine of Wands is here. There's that air sign energy again. Page of Wands, Queen of Swords. So they're going to communicate with you, but they may be angry when they communicate, or they may communicate, I don't think, they may communicate thinking that you're angry. They may think that you're angry, but for most, I don't think that's the case, because you're not coming across angry to me. I think, though, that this person is going to communicate to you. They are going to communicate in an angry way and very immaturely. So I do see that communication, though. And like I said, for some, or actually for a lot of you, what I'm seeing is that this person is going to want to have a new beginning with you. They actually are missing the physical connection a lot. For a lot of you, there's a lot of passion this person feels for you. So I do think that they're going to communicate. And I think that in the past, whereas they haven't been willing to commit into this connection, they may communicate that they're that they're going to, that they're willing to do that. It's the unfortunate thing is that I feel like they're going to be a little bit immature and a little angry about how they communicate that. And I feel like it's because of an insecurity that they have. There's some kind of insecurity about commitment. Let's look at the Three of Coins in the reverse. There's a fear of commitment on this person's behalf. And it causes them to react in an immature and angry manner. Justice and the Eight of Coins reversed. Okay. For those that live at a distance, in order to balance this out, they're going to have a change in jobs. They're going to have to quit their job and to change jobs, because there'd be a move, and there's a fear of that lack of foundation financially for those people in that situation. But for others, what I see here is that this lack of a foundation, this lack of cooperativeness, it's not going to work for them. It's not going to work out. I'm seeing Libra, by the way. So Libra is very strong in this reading. Very strong. Okay? But I feel like this lack of cooperation, this fear-based, angry, immature communication, it's not going to work for this person. I don't know. This person seems to be a little sharp in their words and a little bit like they're the only player in this play, and they're not. They're other count count too. So in order for this to work, in order for there to be a foundation, there's going to have to be an equal give and take. It's going to have to be balanced out. And I do think that there is a sense of karma that is fixing to come into this. Like a karmic justice is coming into this. So, and it might involve some loss for this person. It's interesting. I do think, however, though, that for those that did not want to make a commitment, I think they're going to begrudgingly do that. So let's look at the King of Cups. It is in the reverse, which tells me both parties are strongly holding back, emotionally right now. I think for you, Leo, it's because you have been very hurt. Right, Six of Cups reverse. Ace of Cups. I told you. Yeah, they're wanting to. This is a very proud and stubborn person. And the way they're dealing with this is not going to work. They're going to have to come correct. They're going to have to do things the right way. The truth is, they got the Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, and what's trying to come in is the Ace of Coins. So they have the love, they have the passion, they don't have the stability yet. It's trying to come in. They're immature and they're fear-driven and stubborn, and they need to kind of get over themselves. So, because they do want this. It looks to me like they want this. You, on the other hand, are trying to let go of these past difficulties. You want this too. You want to come back together, but I think you're trying to prepare yourself to let this go if you have to. Why is the Eight of Swords here in reverse? Eight of Swords in reverse. Queen of Cups reversed. Wheel of Fortune reversed. So what is it that needs to be released, to be freed from? Well, you have to free yourself from holding back emotionally. You're holding back emotionally, and they are stuck. They're not allowing this wheel to turn in their favor. Like I said, justice is like there's a karmic component to this. So for this Wheel of Fortune to turn in their favor, they're going to have to let go of being stuck. And they're stuck in their own like stubbornness and anger and, you know, all of these fears. It's fear of commitment. So both of you have to let go. You have to let go of those things for this to move forward. You have to stop holding back your emotions. Stop feeling, you know, guarding and protecting yourself. And I know that's going to be hard because I can see that this hurt you. And they're going to have to let the beginnings happen. They're going to have to let it happen by letting go of their fear. Ace of Coins. Let's look at that, because that's what's directly affecting this connection. Why is the Ace of Coins in reverse? All right, we have the Emperor. We have the Six of Wands. And we have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so I have to be honest with you, Leo. I'm actually relieved that this Ace of Coins is not a loss, because, you know, I didn't want you to go into the new year with this heavy loss, because it would have been a heavy loss. And for most of you, I don't think it is. And for those of you who decide you're not going to go through this, you're not going to go on with this person, I don't see it as a loss. I see it as a release of, you know, and this is not for the most of you, I don't think. For some of you, you're going to decide not to go on with this person, but it's not a loss. It's a release of wanting this new beginning. It's letting it go. It's deciding it's not the direction you're going to go in. And the reason I say that is because you have the Six of Wands, which is success. So if it's a release, it won't be a loss. That would be the opposite of success. All right? But for most of you, it's a new beginning. It's the stability. You have the love. You have the passion. The clarity needs to come in. And keep in mind, these aces, except for this stability, is on their side. So they need that Ace of Swords, which brings the clarity and truth. And the Ace of Coins here is trying to come in. That's the stability. That's the new beginning and the stability. It is. It's going to come in because there is the Six of Wands. That's success. It is going to be successful. It's just, it's being slowed down. It's being held back with this Wheel of Fortune in reverse, because you have things you have to learn. It's not only on them, Leo. You have to start opening up emotionally to this person again, and they have to get unstuck. But I see that happening. You have the Emperor, okay? Now, you could be dealing with the Aries, but for most of you, I see this as you bossing up, taking control of your life, creating this, you know, Ace of Coins, this stable new beginning, and doing it successfully. For the person you're connected with, they have the Knight of Swords in the reverse, which tells me that they're kind of holding back still, and that's why this is being held up. They're not speaking their truth. They're not coming forward with their truth. There's something here they're avoiding. My guess is they're avoiding the connection and this decision because of fear of commitment. So, All right, bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So Leo, I do see it coming through for you. It's just not going to be in this next week. It's going to take some time. So I know that's not what you want to hear because I see you've been very patient. All right, Queen of Pentacles in the revert or in the upright underlying energy. You might be dealing with a earth sign. That would be a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. But it basically is a card of self-care. It's about focusing upon yourself, focusing upon children if you have children, your home, and really becoming stable, focusing on your money, making sure that you yourself are stable. So focus on you right now. Raise your vibration, Leo, and let this person work out their issues because this is coming through. There is success on it. Okay? All right, I am going to pull from the Hidden Truth Oracle and see if there are any further messages that need to come out. Okay, only one message came out for you guys. That's different than everybody else. It says, you came closer than anyone. Look at that. Leo, your person is guarded. They're guarded. They're afraid of commitment. They've got to work through some stuff. But this is pretty much saying exactly what I said. They want to open up to you. It's just going to take a moment. But you came closer than anyone. All right. I hope this has been helpful for you, Leo. If you would like and share this video, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Also, if you'd like to drop a comment, you're more than welcome to do so, and I do read all of them. So until I see you in the new year, namaste.